The Threshold Accord had held for 9 centuries. 900 years of uneasy quiet between humanity and the Drevoth Empire sealed the day a starving, war-broken Earth agreed to stay behind the Kessler Line and never build a warship larger than a corvette. Humanity had signed because humanity had no choice. Then it had spent 900 years quietly forgetting what no choice meant. General Amanda Cole had spent 31 years in that forgetting. She stood now on the observation deck of the treaty station Meridian Rest, halfway between empires, watching the Drevoth delegation shuttle dock through 6 inches of reinforced glass. Behind her, Aide Colonel Danny Reyes checked the ceremonial arms of the honor guard one last time, sidearms with no charge packs, because the Accord forbade live weapons within the station's diplomatic ring. Ambassador Thane's ship is early, Reyes said. Thane's always early, Cole answered. It's the ones who show up early you have to watch. She'd been right about a great many things in her career. She was about to be right about the wrong thing at the wrong time. The delegation came through the boarding tube in ceremonial silence, 7 Drevoth diplomats in trailing violet robes, and behind them, unannounced, 4 members of the Drevoth Void Guard, the Empire's elite. Cole's stomach dropped a half-second before her training caught up with it. Void Guard didn't escort trade renewals. Void Guard escorted executions. General Cole, Ambassador Thane said, his translator collar humming low. The Empire has reviewed humanity's shipyard telemetry from the outer colonies. The Ares class. Cole-class destroyers, they are calling them. Named for you, General. They're mining haulers, Cole said, and it wasn't entirely a lie. Retrofitted for colony defense. Within treaty tonnage. They are not. Thane's collar carried no anger, only a terrible, ancient patience. The Accord specifies corvette-class maximum. Your engineers have built something larger and called it something smaller. This is treason against the peace. Then bring it to the Council, Cole said. That's what the Accord is for. That's what 900 years of talking instead of dying is for. Thane didn't answer with words. One of the Void Guard raised a weapon that had no business being inside the diplomatic ring, and the shot took Amanda Cole through the chest before Reyes even finished shouting her name. She hit the deck of the Meridian Rest, still looking. In the last half-second she had, faintly surprised, not that she'd been shot, but that the Empire had actually done it. 900 years and they'd finally shown their hand. Thane's voice went out over every channel on the station 30 seconds later, translated into 40 human languages by systems the Drevoth had never bothered to jam because they'd never imagined they'd need to. Humanity has broken the Threshold Accord. The Empire reclaims the Kessler Line effective immediately. Any human vessel beyond it will be destroyed. He expected panic. He'd read the reports. Humanity was a species that folded under pressure. That was the entire foundation the Accord had been built on 900 years ago. When Earth's fleets were ash and its cities were craters, and an empire of 100 worlds had offered mercy instead of annihilation, because mercy was cheaper. What Thane did not know, what no living. Drevoth knew because the Empire had stopped watching humanity closely around the 3rd century of the peace. The way you stop watching a chained dog was that the Ares class hadn't been named for General Cole after her death. They'd been named for her 30 years before it. When she was a junior engineer who used to say that peace treaties were things you honored until the day they were used as a leash, and that a species that forgot how to build a knife eventually got treated like meat. Reyes didn't go to the Council. He went to the Meridian Rest's comm array and sent one signal, 7 words long, to Fleet Command on Titan. They shot the general. Send them home, he did not need to say more. Every officer in the fleet had heard Cole say, in briefing rooms for 3 decades, exactly what send them home meant. 90 minutes later, 41 Ares-class destroyers, real ones, full tonnage, the ones the retrofitted haulers had been decoys for, dropped out of FTL around the Drevoth Honor Fleet still holding position near the Kessler Line, confident, unbothered, expecting nothing but a diplomatic tantrum from a species that hadn't fired a shot in 900 years. The Drevoth Honor Fleet numbered 6 ships. It did not survive first contact with the second. Thane watched it happen from the Meridian Rest's bridge feed, the translator collar at his throat finally, for the first time in the broadcast, silent. Around him, human security, the same honor guard whose sidearms had been dead weight an hour before, now held loaded weapons. because Reyes had broken the seal on the armory the moment Cole hit the deck. "You had no ships like this," Thane said. It wasn't a question. It was a man watching 9 centuries of assumptions burn. "We had exactly ships like this," Reyes said. He was standing over Cole's body, and he had not moved from it, and his voice did not shake. "We just didn't build them where you were looking. You taught us that lesson. 900 years ago. We just took longer to graduate than you expected." The Empire sued for terms 4 days later, after losing the Kessler Line and 2 outer garrisons it had considered untouchable for 3 centuries. The new treaty was 11 pages instead of 900. Because humanity's negotiators, led personally by Reyes, newly promoted, the ink barely dry on his stars, didn't believe in leaving room for anyone to misread a leash for a handshake twice. They buried General Amanda Cole on the hill above Fleet Command on Titan, under an Earth sky reproduced so faithfully that visitors sometimes forgot it was projected. Her headstone carried no rank, no dates, only the 7 words Reyes had sent that day, because nothing else needed saying. They shot the general. Send them home, they did. Humanity always would.